A lot of questions have been asked as report says ICE is about to spend millions of dollars to buy electric shock gloves to distribute to their officers. These gloves can deliver electrical shock when connected. Some officials says this is to use as a law reinforcement tool to help officers control dangerous situations. Welcome to the reality room. Thank you for stopping by. Do not forget to like our video, subscribe to our channel, click on the notification bell, and of course drop your thoughts in the comment section.
So Trump is giving ICE $20 million of our tax dollars so they can buy electric shock gloves. And of course, it's another no-bid contract, just like the reflecting pool. ICE hasn't turned on their body cams because they claim they don't have time to train the officers to turn cameras on, but we're going to hand them shock gloves. It's barbaric. I wonder how these men would feel if women started wearing shock gloves all the time. I think we should. The manual for these gloves says that no more than 2 gloves for 15 seconds should be applied to a human being. Do you really think ICE is going to stick to that? It says they're not safe to be used on people who are pregnant, elderly, children, or the disabled. All the people that ICE has attacked already. They say it's to make up for the smaller, weaker ICE agents. I thought we were hiring the best out there. It is ridiculous that this is what our money is going for. ICE now wants to have shock gloves, and we're going to pay for them. So this winter, when you have trouble affording a coat or gloves for your kid, know that at least ICE agents have shock gloves.
ICE may soon be getting gloves that deliver electrical shocks.
Go back with the gloves.
Hi everyone, if you're new, welcome. If you're not new, you know what fucking time it is, bitch. It's time for the Daily Scream. Right, so when the public said, hey, can federal agents be less aggressive? DHS heard, what if they can electrically shock you just by the touch of a hand? ICE plans to spend an estimated $10 to $20 million on these devices. They're called generated low output voltage emitters, otherwise known as GLOVE, which is a cute name for a terrifying fucking device. The manufacturer is calling it a wearable de-escalation device. A fascinating phrase, by the way. Because when I think of de-escalation, I think about calm, clear communication. Not touching someone's skin with up to 380 volts until they lose coordinated muscle movement. But don't worry, the gloves do have rules. Don't use them as punishment. Don't use them over clothing. Don't use them on pregnant people, elderly people, small children, or disabled individuals. Right, because every pregnant person is visibly pregnant and every disabled person is visibly disabled. And generally, don't shock somebody longer than 15 seconds. Unless officers decide that shocking them longer is necessary to gain, and I quote, control and compliance. Oh, cool! The people applying the force get to determine when the force becomes necessary. A flawless system with absolutely zero historical warning signs. But we actually already have one. In 2022, 2 corrections officers were criminally charged after allegedly beating and shocking an inmate with these wearable stun devices. Now we have ICE, an agency already being criticized for their aggressive and dangerous tactics while also being pressured to make 2,000 arrests a day, potentially getting their own supply of these gloves. And because these gloves require direct contact with bare skin, the shock would be nearly invisible to anybody watching. Spending upwards of $20 million fucking dollars to electrify ICE agents' hands? That is not safety. That's cruelty getting a fucking product launch.
Bro, what? They giving ICE agents powers now? What you mean they getting electro gloves? So it has been announced that ICE agents will be getting the electricity glove that we've seen Huey from Boondocks use in that fight against that Kung Fu master. The world becoming more and more cartoonish every day, bro. All the predictions on Kalshi was about reform, like, you know, taking something away from them, not giving them electro gloves. Finna have ICE agents moving out here like they Electro Man or something, bro. Nah, but they're claiming that the gloves don't have no type of real electric shock. I think they say it's only 362 voltage. That basically is gonna feel like a bee sting to make you calm down. All right, sure. It's gonna be that one glove that all of a sudden somehow got 40K voltage. Now you lighting up like a Christmas tree.
Did y'all see the new shock gloves that ICE plans on spending $20 million on? Watch this.
Dan has got a pair of gloves on. We're gonna do a demonstration. We're just gonna act maybe like he's an individual. So when Dan grabs Deputy Brobeck with the glove.
And this is what the New York City governor and Letitia James had to say about it.
That appears to me on its face to be a violation of civil rights. To cause that kind of physical harm to an individual, regardless of what the offense may be. And I would anticipate that the new protections that we just enacted in the law, just brand new, that says that you cannot trample on someone's constitutional rights and you cannot cause them undue harm and you will be held accountable, should be in effect here.
We are outraged. And in the event that a New Yorker is injured as a result of these gloves, obviously there will be a private right of action as well as action from the state of New York.
They said bring them shot gloves to New York City if you want to.
You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
Like, why would that even be fucking necessary? You don't think that y'all got enough shit that y'all using on people? Y'all don't think that y'all putting people through enough fucking bullshit? Now y'all want to have some shot gloves that's going to instantly take a motherfucker down and stop them from moving so you can cuff them and all this, that, and third. Y'all are going after mothers and children. Y'all are going after hard-working construction workers. Y'all ain't going after fucking criminals like y'all say y'all was. Y'all letting the criminals roam free. Y'all ain't even going after the criminals. Y'all going after hard workers, moms, and kids. Why the fuck would y'all need some motherfucking shot gloves? Now, what y'all need to do is get all y'all out of our motherfucking streets and give us our tax money back. That's what y'all need to do. Because y'all trying to take away Medicaid and all this shit so y'all can get shot gloves, so y'all can buy a bunch of bullshit that y'all don't need. Nah. We can't have free healthcare or free school lunch for kids. But y'all motherfuckers could spend $20 million on some motherfucking shot gloves. Get the fuck out of here. I hate this motherfucking country so much right now. Get these motherfuckers out of the White House ASAP. Because I'm tired of this shit.
So ICE agents could now soon be equipped with electrical shocking gloves, and this is because the entire agency of ICE is planning on spending up to $20 million for this technology, and how it works is that these ICE officers with these gloves on, right, they can just grab somebody and administer a very harmful electrical shock to them anytime that they want. They're probably going to end up using this on innocent people and also children as well, because ICE officers have a lengthy history of using excessive force even on innocent people who shouldn't even be arrested, right? And also violating people's constitutional and human rights. So I would not be surprised if these ICE officers with these electrical gloves on, right, use them when they shouldn't be using them. This is why I don't think they should have this technology in the first place, right? They're going to obviously use this on people when they should not have this used on them, which is just more excessive force that will be done by ICE agents. And also, again, the same Republicans who are defending this, these are the same people who say that they're against big government, but then they also want ICE officers to have the ability to just like grab and shock anybody that they want, right? And also because these are gloves and not like an outright taser where you can, visibly see an ICE officer, use excessive force on somebody and deploy a taser when they shouldn't. The gloves are just another cover-up for these ICE officers because, again, how are you actually going to fully prove that they shocked someone when they shouldn't have? They're just going to argue in court, oh, well, guess what? You can't actually fully see me do this or activate it, so I didn't really do it at all, actually. They're just lying and reacting when they shouldn't have. That's what they're going to say, and I expect that to, be the main reason why Trump's administration wants them to have these gloves in the first place.
Sorry, did I just see that ICE agents are going to be wearing gloves that can shock people that they're trying to kidnap? The cruelty is the fucking point. Apparently, ICE is looking to spend between $10 and $20 million investing in distraction and de-escalatory devices. But if you asked me, I think the best way to de-escalate a situation is go after people who actually have a fucking criminal record. Not just any brown person they see on the street, which, mind you, is how Johann Sebastian Guerrero was murdered. The devices are known as GLOVE, which stands for Generated Low Output Voltage Emitter. And when CBS reached out to the CEO of this big tech company, he said, unfortunately, we are unable to speak on this matter, which is sus as hell. Honestly, the thing that outrages me the most is that the manufacturer of these gloves has said that the devices should not be used for punishment. Do you think the ICE officers who literally get off on causing terror are going to be like, oh, we probably shouldn't use these to punish people? Like, a position that is defined by its lack of oversight and power and control dynamics and ability to carry a gun and ability to racially profile, you don't think that they're going to use that in so many evil fucking ways? How quickly we forget Abu Ghraib. The ACLU is on the same page as me because they're already filing suit against this, and they're basically saying that there is no reason to believe that ICE agents are going to use these pieces of technology in any responsible way, which, yeah, as we've fucking seen, as they keep fucking killing people. But this is not a done deal yet, and so I'm making this video to spread awareness so people can contact their lawmakers and make someone do something about this.
The electric gloves, man, I would encourage you all, if you haven't looked up a demonstration of these gloves. I know CNN was playing them, but look it up. And I thought, when I read about this, I thought it was like, when you touch an electric fence and you get a little right?
Yeah.
I thought it was like that. And I saw the demonstration.
As a kid, you kind of did it just for fun after a while.
Yeah.
You're just like,
or you accidentally zap yourself in the, you put the fork in the thing or whatever. And
we were poor when we were kids. My kid wouldn't do this because she's just on the iPad.
Did you ever do the ants, like fry ants with a magnifying glass?
Okay, no, I wasn't a sociopath.
That was cool though, man.
You did?
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's sadist. You killed animals?
Ants.
You're killing little...
Not animals. I wasn't like magnifying glasses puppies.
Okay, those are insect comrades, Adam.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you know what? Judge me. But everybody listening has fried ants with a magnifying glass.
Okay, sorry. Little gay boy wasn't frying any ants.
You were dressing.
Where were we? Oh yeah, you were watching the video of the electric shock.
It's a big cop, and he's like, he's doing the demonstration, and they electric gloves him, and he like screams and just drops. This is not a small thing. It's like 330 volts. Your typical volts are 115. This is scary. And like, what are they going to do? Run around and just zap an entire crowd down? And do you really need it? That's the point. This is just disgusting behavior. I think they've used those audio weapons before that screw up your inner ear. It's nonsense.
It is the cruelty is the point thing. Like, they want this. Trump wants this. Like, they're pussies. It's like they don't want. Like, Trump wouldn't want to do it himself or see it, or like he's scared of blood. But he likes the stories about it.
Yeah.
He likes the perception that he's got there are other people out there doing violent stuff.
It's like living in a nightmare. ICE is about to spend $20 million of your money on shock gloves. Shock gloves. Watch this.
Scream like a little girl and pee myself. Go back with your gloves.
These shock gloves may soon be used by immigration and customs enforcement agents. ICE is planning to spend between $10 and $20 million to purchase the devices known as CTG5GLOVE, which stands for Generated Low Output Voltage Emitter, according to a notice published by the Department of Homeland Security. In example videos posted by the device manufacturer, Compliant Technologies, most individuals are seen falling to their knees after being touched with the gloves. The company markets the glove as a wearable de-escalation device that can be shifted into electrical mode, delivering a maximum voltage of up to 380 volts that, quote, distracts the subject from performing coordinated muscle movement. The manual states that no more than 2 gloves should be applied to a subject at one time and should not be used for more than 15 seconds in many instances. The company also warns the gloves should not be used as punishment or on high-risk individuals, including those who are pregnant, elderly, severely disabled, or children.
That's awesome, because ICE has never ever used any kind of strong-arm tactics on elderly people or children or pregnant people or severely disabled. No, they're going to be great with these, and they'll never lay more than 2 hands on people or use them for longer than 15 seconds. Are you kidding me? Call your representatives. This is literally one of the scariest things I have seen in a long time, and obviously we've all seen a lot of scary things recently. This cannot happen. Popular outcry can stop things, and this must be stopped.
Immigration is spending over $20 million on gloves that's going to allow their agents to electronically shock people into submission with just one grab. Powerful, painful shocks. And those shocks are not going to leave any burns, no scars, no visible marks, no record that these gloves were even used on the body. So here's what's going on, and this is very concerning. Now, first, these gloves haven't been purchased yet, but they're expected to be in use by March of 2027. Thousands would go to ICE, deportation officers, Homeland Security agents. And they look like ordinary gloves you would wear in any other situation, except with a press of the button and a touch of any skin shocks the person into submission. Now, the manual from the manufacturer says with a minimum of 3 seconds, you will get anybody into submission who's resisting arrest. And the manual says use it up to 15 seconds without risk of death or serious injury. Now, I don't know if this is going to hurt more than a taser, less than a taser, but if it shocks you into submission in 3 seconds, this thing's got to freaking hurt as much as a taser or more. And the scary thing, beyond all of this, is that there's going to be no records of them using it. Somebody's going to say, hey, they left it on my body for too long. They were torturing me. They were punishing me. But there's no scars. There's no marks. All the glove records is that it was turned on and off. It doesn't say where on the skin it was put, how long on the skin it was. Now, the manufacturer also says in this manual that these gloves can contribute to serious injury and death, changes in blood pressure, breathing, heart rate, heart rhythm, adrenaline. What happens if you put it on somebody's chest who has a heart condition? What happens when you put it on a pregnant woman, which the manual says you shouldn't be doing it, or small children, elderly people, disabled people? All of that, the manufacturer says, don't use it on these people. When in the field is an agent going to figure out whether or not somebody's pregnant? Oh, go pee on the stick and come back and then I'll let you know whether I should use the glove or not? Come on. They're just going to see somebody and they're going to use it. And the reason they're going to use it is because when you put somebody in power and give them unlimited power, they are going to use that power, including these gloves, on people. And quite frankly, these agents get 42 days of training and then they're put in the field. What additional training are they getting on these gloves? Probably very little or nothing. They've gotten little training to begin with. And our local police, do they have these gloves? No, there's not a local police station throughout the entire United States of America that has these shock gloves. Police officers, we're putting them in serious danger. We're telling them to go arrest murderers, gang members, drug dealers. Yet 70% of the ICE arrests are against people who've never been arrested in their entire life. No conviction whatsoever, no arrests. And only 3% of arrests are people with accusations of serious felonies. So I could already see what's going to happen. The agent's going to say, I had it on their skin for 3 seconds. It was on their arm. I don't know why. All of a sudden they're in the hospital and dead. Because there's going to be no proof of any of this. There's no burns or anything on somebody's body. So an officer is not going to fear any consequences from using this. And they're going to use it, and they're going to inflict pain because that's what these gloves are designed for. And without body cameras, precise contact records, medical examinations, independent investigations, these gloves are going to be abused. And there's really, other than the glove got turned on, no record of anything. So at what point does de-escalation or somebody fleeing from an ICE officer for a civil arrest turn into torture and cruel and unusual punishment against the 8th Amendment of our U.S. Constitution? Are we going to trust ICE with this power? Let me know what you think in the comments.
All you protesters out there that love to attack ICE agents better watch out because they're about to get an upgrade. They plan to spend $20 million equipping their agents with electric gloves. So when they touch you with these gloves on, it will give you an electric shock. Now, the Department of Homeland Security are calling these a de-escalation device. It's not a shock that can kill you, but it's enough shock to wake your ass up when you put your hands on them. A lot of people are saying this is a good thing, and a whole lot of people are saying this is a bad thing. Due to ICE agents already been accused of using pepper spray, pulling people out of their cars. There's been multiple fatal shootings. And people are saying this is just another way that ICE agents can use aggressive tactics to do what they want to do when it's against our Constitution. Well, I hate to inform y'all, it's not against our Constitution. Everybody wants to say that illegal immigration is a civil case. No, it's not. When they crossed our border without permission, that is a federal criminal charge. I don't care how you look at it. It's in our laws. It's always been in our laws, and it will continue to be in our laws. If you come across our borders without permission, you broke the law. You are a criminal now. Whether you're a good criminal or a bad criminal, you're still a criminal. Now, do I think these gloves are a good idea? I really don't know how much power they actually give out and what it feels like. But if it can help keep protesters off of them while they try to do their job, then I agree with it. So everybody who don't agree with it, y'all can get happy in the same pants you get mad in, or you can just get mad at me and cuss me out in the comments. Y'all have a great day.